are here once again for Rival Battles. This time, Rival Battles 003. We're kicking things off. The series of interviews leading up to it on April 28th. We're starting things off in style because we've got Gone Midnight UK time Tethys. We've got Lokester driving the car.
Hello.
And we got Reverie. Hello, both of you. How are you doing today?
There's nothing special about me. I'm just here.
I'm just driving.
It's not midnight. I'm not in a car. I'm just chilling.
I mean, like, hey, nothing wrong with that. Don't have to be in a
True.
car. But yeah, hey guys, hope you're having a good day. How's it going? How's your driving going, Loke? Where are you off to?
I'm going to a party, bro.
Oh, let's go.
Oh my god!
How much time have we got here? How long? Like, how long have we
I got like an hour.
Okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. And then Rev, how's your day going? I know you've been
Very well.
You've been PO6 pilled probably for the last.
I have been
2 days or
PO6
so.
pilled. I need to stop being PO6 pilled.
You've got some non-PO6 action coming up, but worst possible time for it to drop for you, really, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's
Same
like,
for
yeah,
Stelmo too, because he's about to do GDQ.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he doesn't know if he's gonna meet his estimate on the silver release or if he's just gonna have to play on the shadow.
True. Wow. Well, there you go. But yeah, no. Let's talk about why we're here. We got Deku versus Kentrell main event, and we are going to see some more Sonic 06 action. Not the Sonic 06 action we thought we were going to have originally. It was meant to be a shadow match, actually, between Fury and Loke, but Fury was unable to attend, sadly to say. I say attend as if it's IRL. Unable to make it. But,
Dude,
yeah.
when? Land rival battles.
But here
See
we
me
are.
offline, kid.
But here we are. We've got a Sonic NCW matchup instead between Rev and Loke. And Rev, we've had you on here before, so I'll start with Loke this time. Talk to me a little bit, Loke, about your history with the category. Talk to me a bit about your history of 06 generally. How did you get into speedrunning this game?
It was during COVID, and I was just watching YouTube videos, and I saw Triple Agent's run of Sonic 06 Sonic Story. So then I just was like, oh, that's pretty cool because I like 06. So then I tried speedrunning it on PS3, and I was pretty bad. But then I got a 360, and I played for like 2 years, and then I got third place time. So I mean, I didn't do too bad, I guess.
It's not bad. Not bad history. And sort of what drew you to Sonic NCW necessarily? Because I know you've dipped into other categories, but obviously this one in particular, you're pretty high up there. So what about this one sort of stood out for you?
The thing, I don't know, Sonic Story just kind of like, I don't know, there's something to it, like, getting, like, the very end of the game where you, like, beat Wyvern and stuff, like, it's just kind of, like, fun. But Shadow, I like, I just never got into as much, and Silver is just a pain in the ass, to be honest. So yeah, Sonic is just, like, a main one, and Shadow is just something I tried getting into, I just haven't really gotten into it as much. But with the tournament, maybe I'll get good.
There you go, maybe. I mean, hey, like, we got that tournament coming up before, no, just after this, actually. I think this literally takes place the day before.
Yeah, like the day after, yeah.
Yeah, so we're kicking things off and going into that.
Which is fun, because that means we both have to practice Sonic and Shadow.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, see, it's all a plot by, it's all a plot by me.
Exclusively running all stories.
It's all a plot by me to dwindle down the resources of the opponents, you see, so that's why I put on all these events. Oh, Project 06 came out? That was all me.
Oh, right, of course.
I'm everywhere. I'm behind the scenes. But yeah, no, so, yeah, pretty cool sort of thing there. Fellow lockdown speedrun starter. It's cool to hear. But, yeah, so speak to me a little bit about it for you, Rev, then, because obviously, you know, you've been on here for PO6 before, but Sonic 06 in particular, and I guess sort of Sonic story. Talk to me about your history there.
So when I first joined the 06 community, I was like exclusively running Silver any percent because it was like the easiest category to learn. And then for some reason I was just like, yes, I want to run Sonic no major glitches. like the retail category. I don't know why I came up with that decision, but I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. And then after like a week of doing that, I'm like, wow, this category sucks. So I'm gonna go run the better version. And I think I started running it in like February 2022.
It's not that long ago.
Yeah, no, not that long ago. And I think my first PB was like a 112, and now I'm down to a 56, which is the same where Loke is at.
Take it. You know? And so that's kind of been where you're at?
Mm-hmm.
Makes for a nice matchup on paper. Obviously, the interesting thing, obviously, is on the boards. Loke, you're on the 360 boards, and Rev, you're on the emulator boards. So we have to do a little bit of translating there, really, don't we, to kind of figure out exactly where we are. But I think
a little bit, but
yeah.
Lab and I have done the math before for Sonic Shadow and Silver. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we have equivalents.
Emulator Sonic has the Genesis despawn and console doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
like the only gameplay difference.
Actually, remind me because I've forgotten, despite being the one behind these events. Are we on emulator or 360 for this matchup?
Emulator. My loads on 360 are like gonna be like 5 minutes worse in Sonic.
Okay. And so
mine are gonna be like 3.
You got
yeah, because Loke has the ability to just spawn insanely fast loads.
And so look, you mentioned it there about Genesis being the big difference. You got the knowledge, you got the know-how on that one.
Oh yeah, basically, how to despawn Genesis? You literally just pick up like normal, like how we do in 360, but then you just go underneath a missile flap, and then you just despawn it.
Yeah, it's an emulator inaccuracy that we just kind of allow, and it saves like 55 seconds. So of course we do count that in the equivalent. So we just kind of assume a good console Genesis time.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And so where you're sort of both at right now with this category, obviously you're both coming into it. I know Rev, it's not really your main category, your main sort of thing that you kind of, obviously as we've said, you're known for PO6, but with Sonic Story at the moment, obviously you've dipped in here as kind of a replacement opponent. Is there much goal on the horizon? Is there much ambition for you when it comes to this category, or are you kind of...
Oh, absolutely. So I was I believe, 6th person to get a 56. So 5 people had done it before me. I think it was Nick, Flub, Loke, Liam, and Focus. Focus has a 56, right?
I don't think so, actually.
Ooh. Oh, it was probably fast loads because Focus is another man of the loads. So like 5 or 6 people have gotten 56s, but only 2 people have gotten 55 so far, and I feel like I'm there pretty much. So 55 would be absolutely massive, but of course I'm kind of spreading myself thin currently.
54 would be like a fever dream for me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, 54 is nuts. I don't know. I can see myself getting a 55. I cannot see myself getting a 54.
Yeah? And so, Loki, you just...
Nick is cracked.
You chipped in there about 54 for yourself in terms of goals and sort of aspirations with Sonic Story right now. Whereabouts do they lie for you? Obviously, we've mentioned... Obviously, Rev sort of mentioned it about maybe there being other things on the horizon like Shadow and such, but in terms of where you're at with Sonic Story, how far you want to go, what's that like for you?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played the category in like 6 months. But like it's kind of like muscle memory. So I mean, I'll be fine in like a week. I just gotta like grind. But I do eventually want to get I want to beat Flub Lord at least. I do want to beat Flub because Flub said he'll pay me $100 if I beat him.
I mean, there's motivation in any, so...
The grind never stops, I guess.
$100? Where's Flub got $100?
I don't know.
That's true. He's like... Does he even have a job?
I mean, like...
Last summer, I streamed every day speedrunning Sonic MCW, and I only lowered my time by like a minute.
I mean, I don't have the flood law, but, like, apparently... Like, here's the thing, right? Even if he had a job, like, why does he just have $100 he's willing to give away? Like,
I don't know.
I work a 9 to
good-ass
5. I ain't doing
question.
that.
I'm repossessing
No.
his 360 if he doesn't give it to me.
I mean, hey, there you go. So, Flub giving you the determination that you need, so... Sure.
Sure, man.
Oh, man. And so, why don't we talk a little bit about the person opposite you? I guess opposite being to the left in this instance. With Rev that you're going up against. Obviously, you two know each other, been around the community for a little bit. What's it sort of like going up? I don't... Well, have you ever really sort of come up against each other in, like, any sort of...
Not
contest?
really, actually.
No.
Yeah, no, not really.
Not even really on like
no.
the same boards.
I taught him PO6 Sonic for like a little bit, but that's not like really an opposition thing.
Yeah.
I think I helped Rev
I don't
with
know. It seems pretty opposite.
retail. I think.
Yeah, no, he taught me this category for like a little bit.
All right.
When I was first starting, but that's like it. Yeah.
Oh well. So, yeah, but yeah, no. So no real sort of history of going up against each other on any boards, or obviously 06.
I mean,
really...
I still want to win because I mean,
yeah.
I can't lose. I'm third. I can't. I mean, I think you already beat me. I think by like 2 seconds.
What happens if you lose?
You have a better time by like 20 seconds than me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you have like a 36:20. I have like a 36:40.
So I still have to uphold my.
Yeah, we're both third, but you're more third than me.
I was gonna say, what happens if you do lose? What does Flub come to collect?
If I do lose,
you have to give Flub $100.
Yeah.
Whoever loses has to give Flub $100.
Even though Flub's just not involved in any way.
Yeah, sure.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't got $100 to give him.
Okay, you know what?
Better
I will
not
do
lose
that. I would do that, but you have to put it like at the top of the screen. Whoever loses has to give Flub 100. And then just add him. Add him to watch.
Oh my god.
You get like a live Flub cam.
It's a win-win for him. Live
Flub reaction. And it's just his profile picture.
I mean, but listen, he's winning $100 either way. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter to him.
Oh, dear.
So stupid.
What if we tied? Do we both give him 100?
Dude, imagine if we tie. Holy shit.
Each give him 50. If you tie, I have to give him $100. Oh boy. Well, there you go. But there you go. The stakes have been set. But let's talk about obviously what we got here. It's a race. We've had them before. We've seen them before. We've seen plenty of them. But for you two, Rev, I spoke to you a little bit about it last time, just kind of generally. But in terms of going into this race, what's the kind of the preparation? What's the mentality, sort of, in terms of practice? Obviously, I know you said about spreading a bit thin, but in the week ahead or so, where's the focus going to be? Are you going to kind of try and balance it between Shadow and Sonic, or is it going to kind of be?
I mean, yeah. Like I said earlier, I've been grinding all stories, so because like I want to grind silver for record. I want to grind Shadow for the tournament, and I want to grind Sonic for this. Last is just kind of there. But I think like going into the match, I just need to not mess up because I need to bank on the fact that Loke is rusty.
And yeah, so for you, Loke, kind of same question there. Rev's just mentioned about the rust. What's the sort of well, first of all, to kind of ask you, I don't think I've seen you in many races before, so have you got much race experience?
This is my first race.
Wow.
Well, I mean, like streamed race. I mean, I've done like races against like people in calls.
Yeah. And so, like having this kind of like set in schedule and for you to look forward to, obviously the tournament ahead. What are you kind of feeling like going into these things? Obviously, as a new kind of competition for you.
I mean, I've done marathon runs. Like I've done 2. The second one was bad, but it also wasn't even my fault. I got puffed.
I remember that.
Yeah, but each one I was pretty okay. And I don't really have nerves, and actually in race it might be a little bit different. But to prepare for it, I'm literally just going to IL
Yeah.
for a whole
Not
week.
even gonna do runs.
No.
Doesn't even
First run
need it.
back beats Reverie.
Because it's just routing. I might have to do runs for Shadow, but not for Sonic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
Because I kind of forget the routing for Shadow. I'm not gonna lie.
And so going in, so obviously you're going up against Rev, pretty good obviously across a fair few different categories. But in this one, what are kind of the main strengths to your game? What are kind of the edges that you're going to have over Rev going in to this race? Are there any particular splits that are going to go in your favor? Is there anything kind of just approach and mentality wise that you think is going to be making things better for yourself?
I would say, Wave Ocean and like my early game is cracked, but my late game is bad.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can just, that's been my issue since I started running. So if I could just get my late game, well, Kingdom Valley I'm pretty good in, but like Aquatic Base I suck.
So that early game could be a
I don't know
blistering
if Rev
start.
misses Wyvern at all, but I'm like I can do Wyvern blindfolded.
Yeah, I mean, Wyvern blind. Anyone who runs the category can do Wyvern blindfolded.
Oh damn. Okay.
It's not a hard boss. You hold the spin dash for like half a second, and then you skyjam and you win.
Listen, you know how many people miss miss their PB time just because they couldn't get Wyvern?
No. I've never seen that before, and it's never happened to me.
My first when I was gonna get sub hour, I missed Wyvern like 5 times, and I got a 101, like a 1 minute time, 1 second.
Well, there you go.
Oh my
You know how many people lose it to Wyvern? Lokester, and no one else.
No, Liam did back in the day, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go.
Hey, wait, Rev, do you want to do Sharu Loop?
I'm not doing. I've never done that thing in my life. I'm not doing cave skip either. Fuck you.
I'll do both. I'll do both.
Why would you ever do Sharu Loop in fucking NCW?
I did it in a marathon before. I mean,
You did, but this is not a marathon. I hate
if I
this
hit
guy.
it, then if I hit it, even if I lose, I can just flex.
It sounds like we're coming in for the bombastic plays, you know?
Yeah. Sharu Loop is like a 3-second time save, and if you miss it, you lose like 40 seconds. And it's so stupid to go for. It's so dumb. Like, don't you genuinely go for Sharu Loop in like PB attempts? Oh,
we're losing.
well, no. he needs blood. He's bleeding out. No.
He needs a donation from Flubble. Oh, we got him.
Look. Yeah, I'm sorry. I died. I was saying you should learn M speed for Dusty Desert because it saves a second, 2 seconds.
I do know it.
Oh, well, not a lot of people use it for some reason.
Yeah, because no one runs the category anymore. Sad.
Well,
anyway.
But Rev, talk to me a little bit about, Loke mentioned his early game there. What are kind of your strengths in Sonic NCW? What are the things that are going to make things
my mid game?
more in your
My flame core is goated. My radical train's goated. I would say my aquatic base is pretty goated too, but the main thing is Loke does a lot of stupid shit. Like he does, like the aforementioned Sharu Loop. I don't know if he actually goes for Sharu Loop and runs because no one does that. Not even at like top level people don't do Sharu Loop. But like cave skip, a much harder alternative to Wave Ocean skip. It saves like 2 seconds over Wave Ocean skip on emulator, and he is probably still gonna go for it, despite the fact that it is like 10 times harder. So, if all goes well for me, I have a blanket there. But other than that, I honestly have not studied his gameplay enough.
But you might be dealing with what's the kind of word I'm looking for? A crowd pleaser, you know? Something like goes for the big
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
No one watches my runs.
And this is how you get them, you know. Why play it safe when you
Yeah.
can go big or go home, as they say, you know.
Oh, I should go for silver skip.
No.
Is he just making stuff up now?
No, that's an actual thing. Nobody's done it in a run. It's so fucking stupid. It's so bad.
Why not go for
That
it?
was the one trick I found.
Oh, let's go. All right then. So the mid game versus the early game, and the late game. God knows what's going to happen. We're
It's
going to
up for
see.
grabs.
This sounds like it's going to be a crazy race already. But let's talk about when that timer stops. What time are you walking away with? I'll ask you first, Rev. What time do you need to walk away with to secure the win?
I mean, I don't know to secure the win, but recently I've been getting like no all stories like no reset runs. I've been getting like low 58s, high 57s,
Mhm.
which is a pretty fair time to expect. But if I play like super well, I could definitely get like a mid to low 57.
Wait. So we're using console time or emulator time?
I mean, I just use console time because that's what you know.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
it's
So
pretty much just like subtract 20 minutes from your IG, or subtract 20 minutes from your RTA, assume slow loads, that's your emulator time.
yeah, I would say the same thing I said. If I get a 58, 57, I'm good. But if I play really well, I'll get a 56.
Okay. Seeing very similar things, you know. It's promising to be a very close race of two very different styles, and this is what I like to hear. You know, this is going to be good. And so, generally, sort of speaking, so, you know, 57, 56 seems like that would be sort of like the walk away happy feeling. Yeah, I would probably say that about wraps us up in terms of questions for regarding the race itself, but let's talk a little bit about sort of what we got here in terms of the system and whatnot. Rev, obviously, we saw you out here last time going up against Stelmo. Missed out on that title, unfortunately, to Stelmo. SMH. But in terms of sort of anything else out there, you know, obviously Project 06 has just dropped a new update. Obviously, you know, playing Shadow lately. I know you've spoken about Lab once or twice, looking at that silver belt maybe. What's your eye on at the moment? You know, you seem to have eggs in a few different baskets.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really explored silver in PO6 enough yet. Like, Stelmo did a no reset run yesterday, like a blind no reset. He has a 28. Gordon has a 21. Actually, no, Gordon has a 20. So Gordon's just like far away ahead because he had the game for a month. Look, please.
Looks just in the car.
So I don't really have anything in PO6 yet, especially because Sonic and Shadow were changed so much that I don't. Muscle memory's gone. So really, it's just silver and CW.
Okay, you know, and like yeah. So the eyes are on Lab. Is that what that's what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see it. I'm sure we will soon. But as for you, Loke, obviously third place here in Team Sonic. Team Sonic. Sonic Story. The two above you, necessarily, I guess, would be that's Nick and Flub, right? Or am I?
Yeah, Nick and Flub, and they both have 54s.
Yeah. So out of curiosity, obviously Nick's a little bit more off the scene at the moment, from what I'm aware. Would there be like a potential eye to a Flub match if you come away from this with a win?
If Flub plays really badly, I guess. That man can get like no reset 56s. It's Jover. There's no way.
And for you, Loke, any idea? Any eyes on that?
Beating Flub?
Yeah, going up against Flub. If you come away from this
going up
with a
against Flub. I'd probably get obliterated, but I mean, I'd be willing to do it. I've actually beaten Flub in a race before.
Yeah. Do it again.
Just not very
just
often.
do it again.
Well, there we go. It's cool. It's sounding to me like 06 has got like quite a few different high level matchups in the tank. It's nice, and hopefully the player base continues to grow, because tournament coming up. Just had Project
Yeah,
06
most
as
of the
well.
runners just have been in college and life happened for them.
Yeah, but hopefully the more spotlight, the more activity. So we'll see.
Yeah,
True,
that's what we hope for.
But let's talk about other activity. Let's talk about what's going on this card here. Obviously, we've got a few neat matchups. Not sure how much you two have looked into it just yet, but is there anything that's caught your eye? Is there anything on this card that you've kind of looked at and are thinking, I'm going to tune into that? What have you seen, Rev?
Where's the thing?
I'll see if I can put it in Rival Battles.
I see it. These are all games that I do not pay much attention to, so.
That's not true. I see you every day in the Sonic Adventure.
True. Hunting boring though. Thumbs down emoji.
Oh wow, yeah. The only thing we have on SAT this time is hunting, huh? But I mean, hey, this is the first one where we've got every game.
That's true. I might tune into Shadow. Because that's a run I kind of want to learn. But other than that, nah.
No? It's understandable. But dare I ask you, with your lack of interest in the other ones, can I get predictions?
Wait, we're talking about the rival battles other than us, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I just sent them. I sent a period in the rival battles chat to link to the thing. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know Space played Gamma's story.
Just throw out names, and we'll see if they're funny or not in retrospect.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. Venom.
Who wins, Reverie or Lokester?
Natborn's ass. Oh, okay, I cannot. My lawyer has suggested I do not finish that statement.
Okay, I have the winners right here. It's gonna be Scoob is definitely gonna win because his name is Scoob.
Like Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Spacebar? There ain't no spacebar, dude. Never heard of him.
I like Alpha Dolphin. I like Alpha Dolphin, so I want him to win.
Yeah, true. I love my wife.
Alpha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Mikey, he's gonna win because he's bigger, obviously.
Metal Maid is made of metal, so.
Oh, but he'll grow so big that he can overpower the metal,
It's like a rock, paper, scissors system at this point.
Yeah, he's gonna crush the metal.
Gus
is wider. Like the name is
His name has been stretched. This gives him more power.
No, man. Yeah, he's expanding. His power grows.
We got any others? We got any from you, Lo? Maybe the main event, Deku versus Kendra?
Deku, because it's from My Hero Academia.
Alright, so there you go.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know either of the main people.
we have our results set in stone. The Lord Jesus Christ has spoken.
Oh yeah, I'm Jesus in here. My word is.
Thank fucking God, dude.
Alright, well.
Thank me.
On that note, a question I like to ask everybody when they come on here. If there was a match out there that you could see in any category, any game, Sacer obviously, any two runners, what would it be? I can't remember what you answered last time, Rev, but if you got a new answer this time.
I definitely said Nick and Flub in this category.
Dude, Nick and Flub need to race.
Yeah?
Nick needs to stop being a little baby.
A little baby.
That would be the race of the century right there.
Stop being a little baby and play the game.
Both of them at their peak would be nuts. I mean, I don't really know. But crazy.
I mean, Nick versus Flub sounds like it's the 06 match to make, as far as I can tell.
For Sonic, yeah. Flub isn't as good. He has a pretty good shadow time, but he's not like as good as at Silver.
Yeah. it's interesting because like obviously there's a lot of good shadow runners, but nobody's really like the shadow guy, right? As far as I'm aware.
Lab used to be the shadow guy.
Mm.
And
Gordon used to be the shadow guy, but he kind of stopped playing because it destroyed his hands. So Gordon got a 42 on Christmas of 2020, and then Nick didn't beat it until December 18th of the following year, and he only beat it by 10 seconds. So I feel like if Gordon comes back, he could pretty comfortably take back Shadow record, but he just has no will to do so.
Actually, that's another one. I think when we were looking into the original matchup for this, we wanted it to be a Shadow title bout.
Yeah, Gordon versus Flub.
But
Gordon is so rusty with 06 that Flub would kick his ass despite having a PB that's a minute slower.
Yeah, I think that was one of the reasons why we kind of maybe looked at sort of something else. We were just kind of thinking, do we want a title bout, but for it not to be close at all, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I'd definitely love to see something like that in the future, though, if Gordon were to get back into it, or if say the Shadow tournament leads to somebody else kicking on and going kind of dummy. But yeah, Nick versus Flob then. Let's see. Let's see what the future holds. Although actually, I guess I should ask for like maybe another answer because we said that one before. Any other things out there?
Maddie versus Nick would be kind of funny in last story.
Yeah.
Did like a last story like first to 5.
Just make it a tradition.
Rev and Lab.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
06 has got some what's the word I'm looking for? It's got some gas in the tank, as far as I can say on in terms of its potential matchups. So we'll see.
There's a lot of characters.
That is definitely true. There's a lot of characters, and they're all cool. They all have green-haired anime PFPs.
It's true.
Yes.
Every single
It's
one,
true.
even you, Loke.
Even even Loke.
I like how Loke's like just been like a steadily bobbing up and down, like person taking a mirror selfie.
Wind.
Yeah, on my screen.
Wait. What's my picture on the stream?
It's
Your
a mirror
Discord profile
selfie.
picture.
It's what picture?
Your Discord profile picture.
Oh, I thought it was Jesus, and I was gonna die.
It's not Jesus. Oh well.
That would have been funny as fuck.
On that note,
Dude, I fucking died when Jesus became Hero of the Month.
oh dear.
Dude, it's so funny because I'm not gonna lie, I have ads muted in here. That's why he has to text me. But like, I didn't even know I was here in the month of like, I don't even know, like a month later. Like, and everyone was like, "Praise Jesus," and I was like, "Oh, I wasn't here, bro." I was like,
Dog, are you
Classic
standing
Jesus.
next to like a beehive? What the fuck is that noise?
dude, it's my sunroof, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
It
he's
sounds like
living
he's
lavish.
surrounded by bees.
I am.
Oh god, it's too late for this. Oh man. So, on that note, final thing. Do you, Reverie, have any final message for your opponent, Lokester?
Don't go for cave skip. That's all I have to say. Don't do it. It's not
Bro.
worth it.
Bruh.
I can't do a run in Sonic NCW without doing cage.
You don't understand. This man shills cave skip so much, despite the fact that it is not even viable to go for until you're at like 55 or 56 level. He will go up to a new runner and just be
summoning
like,
the
"Dude,
bees."
do cave skip."
Summoning the bees to shut you up.
Listen, I did cave skip when I had a 113.
Man. Well, Loke, is there any final message that you've got for Reverie?
Huh. Wait, give me a second.
It's getting loud.
he's colluding with the bees. He's just like, "Hey, bro, you got something to say?"
Fuck, man.
The
My
bees are
brain-
out of ideas.
Not gonna lie, the bees are annoying. Okay, I would say, do Charlotte.
I'm not gonna do sure. It's not gonna happen.
Actually, no, I was gonna say, Best of luck, because I'm gonna
Oh yes, of course.
be prepared.
Don't bring the bees to help you.
What do you mean? That's how
They're
I mastered
banned
the
from the ring.
How do you think how do you think I homing attack spam so bad?
You get the bees to press the A button for you.
They call him the beekeeper.
NCWB assisted speedrun.
Oh dear.
That's amazing.
Alrighty, well, on that note, we'll wrap things up, but thank you both for hopping on in here. It's certainly been a time. But yeah, we'll sign off there. We'll be back for more interviews over the course of the week. Don't know who's up next, but we'll find out. But thank you, Rev. Thank you, Loke, for hopping on in. Anything you want to say before we sign off? Okay.
Yes.
There we go. That'll do. Bye bye.